Consider the following companies: the creators of the world's most popular video games, the largest music corporation on the planet, pioneers in electric vehicles and music streaming. What is the common thread that connects them? They are all, in part, owned by a single, remarkably quiet entity based in Shenzhen, China. That entity is Tencent. While the world has focused on its domestic dominance through WeChat, Tencent has executed a second equally powerful strategy abroad, becoming one of the most influential technology investors in history. But this is not a random collection of assets. It is a calculated assembly of strategic pieces. The central question is this: what is the grand design behind this quiet accumulation of global power? This is the story of Tencent's other face, not as an operator of apps, but as a strategic architect of global tech landscape. It is a masterclass in a unique philosophy of influence over control, and it reveals a quiet plan to build a very foundation of the next internet. To understand Tencent's global strategy, one must first understand the structure of its business. The company operates like a machine with two engines. Engine 1 is its domestic Chinese business, the immense cash-generating ecosystem of WeChat, gaming, and associated services. This engine provides the vast capital reserves for their global ambitions. Engine 2 is its global investment arm. This division takes the capitals generated by Engine 1 and deploys it across the world. But unlike many corporate investors, its goal is not to conquer and control. Its philosophy is far more subtle and ultimately more ambitious. Tencent's investment philosophy is notably hands-off. They typically take minority stakes, allowing the company's original leadership to maintain operational control. They provide capital and access to their network, but they do not dictate policy. This is a modern corporate, parallel to the historical political strategy of indirect rule, where influence is maintained through a network of empowered, autonomous alliances rather than costly direct control. This approach also allows them to play what philosopher James Picard calls an infinite game. The goal is not to win a market by defeating competitors, but to foster the growth of an entire ecosystem, ensuring they have a stake in its continued success. But this strategy of building a quiet, decentralized network is not just about financial returns. It is the foundation for their ultimate endgames. To understand Tencent endgame, you must look at the function of their investments. They are not simply buying companies. They are acquiring the foundational capabilities for the next evolution of the internet. This is their core trajectory, a quiet pivot from dominating the current 2D internet of apps to becoming the primary architect of 3D, immersive, and persistent internet, often called the Metaverse. Consider the building blocks they have assembled. The 3D creation engine. Their stake in epicgames gives them the influence over the Unreal Engine, the core technology used to create realistic 3D virtual worlds. The community platforms. Their ownership of Riot Games and stakes in platforms like Discord provide deep expertise in building and managing the massive online societies that we inhabit in these worlds. The digital economy. Their unmatched experience in digital payments and virtual goods provides the blueprint for the creating functional economies within these new digital spaces. This is not a random portfolio. It is the calculated acquisition of the essential tools needed to build the future. This ambitious strategy faces significant headwinds from rising geopolitical tensions. However, their decentralized investment model provides a degree of resilience, acting as a firewall against political shocks in any single country. Their story offers several profound lessons for the modern era. Lesson 1. Influence can be a more scalable asset than control. Tencent's model of indirect rule through minority stakes proves that building a resilient, loyal network can be more effective and sustainable than a strategy of direct, high-friction acquisitions. Lesson 2. Invest in the picks and shovels. A classic adage from Gold Rush is that you can get rich digging for gold, or you can get rich selling picks and shovels to all the miners. Tencent has chosen to own picks and shovels for the next digital gold rush. By investing in foundational technologies like game engines and community platforms, they ensure they will profit from the growth of next internet, regardless of which specific application wins. Lesson 3. Geopolitics is the non-negotiable business variable. The greatest threat to Tencent's global empire is not a market competitor, but a political risk. Their decentralized structure is the direct response to this. It serves as a critical reminder that in 21st century, no business strategy can be divorced from the realities of geopolitics. Tencent has shown there is more than one way to build a global empire. While one engine builds a fortress at home, another patiently architects the foundation of tomorrow's war. Their story is a definitive guide to the power of quiet influence and the sophisticated strategies that will shape the next century of global technology.